everybody, what's up? Kevin here once again from the My Song of the Day Rock 2000 to Today YouTube channel, and today I'm going to be counting down my personal top 10 songs from my third favorite band, Hollywood Undead. Alrighty, so this is how this video is going to work. I'm going to run through my top 10 Hollywood Undead songs of all time from 10 to 1, starting with 10 being, number 10 the lowest, going all the way up to the highest at number 1, naturally. And of course, I'm going to explain why in terms of the meaning of the song, the instrumentation song, the melody, how everything fits in with it, and also why I like it so much and why it's placed on the list where it is. Now, Hollywood Undead up to this point has come out with 5 full album releases and I believe 1 EP, which came out in 2018. So I've got a huge discography to work from here, and I've narrowed it down to 10. Now, on one of these sides over here, I don't know which one, but maybe, whichever one, you'll see the list of honorable mentions scrolling. So some of the songs might be like, hey, that should be in the top 10. You might have seen there, so this is my list. Let's get in number 10, shall we? Let's go. So number 10, I've got my only song off of their 5th album, V, and that is the lead single, California Dreamin'. Now, when I looked into the song trying to figure out exactly what the band meant by the song, I really looked at 2 interviews separate that J-Dog and Johnny 3 Tears did, and they really described it as they were talking about California and what they recognize as there's a vast difference between the Hollywood lifestyle, that upscale lifestyle, and then what they experienced when they were younger, where it was more the homelessness, the grit, the grime, and just the complete 180 of what was going on. Even Johnny 3 Tears was talking about how he sees it kind of more as a fake environment, how he doesn't really recognize California, especially Los Angeles, really anymore. The music video does show this as well, due to the fact that the music video is all about, kind of riding in the streets, burning stuff, and they really take that to a whole nother level. I do like the song because it is very hard, it's fast-paced, it's very encompassing of what Hollywood Undead does, and not that, but almost everyone sings on this song from the group, and Danny's vocals in the chorus, again, I am big on. That'll be probably a huge theme that you'll see here, and it's honestly the best song off of their 5th album to start out with. Now, why is it at 10? It's because this was the first song that really got me back to a sense of normalcy back in 2017 when it first came out. It was the first new song in 2017 that got me back to normalcy, and I just really like that fast-paced kind of Red Hot Chili Peppers inspired style chorus. But why is it at 10 and not higher? It's just, the message doesn't hit nearly as hard. It's a little bit harder to understand, especially if you're not from California. And I think there's just a lot of songs out there that Hollywood Undead has had that you can really feel the emotion behind and really get into a lot more than California Dreamin'. So that's why it's at 10. Let's go to 9. So now we're at song number 9. We're going with the 3rd single off of their debut album, Swan Songs. The song is Young. Now this song, the meaning of it that I really took from it and really found about it was this is kind of like that generation uprising song where you realize over the course of your life that you've been told these certain things that you realize are no longer true or fake or just not right, and it's now your turn to stand up, step up, and be the difference. We are young, we have heart because we have passion. Born in this world as we all fall apart, or as it all falls apart. I'm not sure which one it is. Probably all as it all falls apart. Yeah, the second one. So I really do like the message behind it. It's really anthemic and really driven towards that younger crowd, especially as they were coming up back in 2006, 2007, 2008 in the MySpace music era. Now, I do also like the verses in this one because they're more of like that sing style and not really that rap style, even though you get a lot of force from Johnny 3 Tears on this one. I also like the fact that even on this album was the only one that really had Deuce on it. He was the one that sang the chorus, and also the "We will fight till the angel sings our song." Okay, I can't sing, but I still tried anyway. I love the instrumentation because it's simple and it's kind of like got that march feel to it, which is really pretty well done when it comes to mixing it with the theme. I like it at number 9 just because I like the way it sounds and I like the way the theme's done, especially with the vocal pattern and how it's more of a sing style instead of a rap style. However, in terms of the message, I think that Hollywood Undead has gotten messages across a lot better with a lot more efficiency than they did with Young in the upper 8. So let's go on to 8. So coming in at number 8 is the 4th single off of the Swan Songs album, and that is Everywhere I Go. Now this song, it kind of has that much more lighthearted feel to it where it's not as serious. They really don't tackle an issue. It's really just Charlie Sheen rapping about kind of what's going on and kind of honestly being a douche. So it's talking about, you know, doing drugs, being as many girls as you can, drinking like crazy, just basically acting like a degenerate, acting like a kid. It's very satirical and very blown out of proportion, and that's really what I like about it because it doesn't take itself too seriously. Now, when I first heard this song, I always thought they were referencing Charlie Sheen and not Charlie Sheen, but when I looked into it more, I learned that that's actually what they were kind of going for with this, which kind of made people kind of get into them a little bit more and notice them, which is a fantastic move. Not only that, I actually kind of thought it was Charlie Sheen at first until it was told to me. And this was the first song I heard actually from the band, and I didn't even know about it. And the first time I saw them in concert, when they started playing this song, I'm like, oh my God, this is them. I never knew it was them. I never knew they did this song. Now, I do like this song because it is one of their more satirical ones. It's fun to listen to. It doesn't take itself too seriously. But when I'm looking for something more in a song, I mean, I really can drive emotional connection with 7 other songs a lot harder than Everywhere I Go, especially, and that's why I have them up top. So let's go to number 7. Alright, coming at number 7 is my first song off of the Notes from the Underground album, and it is Lion. Now, Johnny Three Tears has gone on record to say that this was one of their craziest songs they've ever recorded and produced and written because it went from an idea to inception to full-on recording within one take in 34 hours. They just ran right through it. That is absolutely impressive. Take a look at the meaning of the song and really kind of where it's going from. I've kind of taken 2 paths from it, one more direct, one more indirect, but they all end up at the same point. The more direct point is that you should be focusing on what you want to do and what makes you happy and not following someone else's lifestyle, someone else's want for you to live. You know, that you're the line and you want to be free, that people should see that in you and you should go for what you want. Now, the other indirect way to get to that is through Johnny Three Tears when he's talking a lot about, you know, I'm sorry, daughter, that your father's not the same, kind of referencing towards what's going on with his daughter and really driving home the fact that he's doing all of this because that's his passion. It's going to provide a much better life for his daughter, but he regrets it due to the fact that you really can't see your kid as much as you would like to. But then again, it's also, you know, you're going after your dream and you don't want to let people stop you. So it kind of comes back into that, and I really do feel that a lot. And it's just, it really does hit me. It has much more of a melodic sense to it because when you're hearing the rap verses from Johnny Three Tears, it get very deep into you. And Danny's vocals on the chorus just pierce your soul. They hit nice and hard and it just won't go away. I love this song. It is fantastic, but it's only at number 7 because there are other songs, again, in there where the message just gets put across much better given the fact with a mix of melody and instrumentation, in my opinion. So let's go to number 6. So at number 6, I've got another song off of the Swan Songs album, and I'm going to go with City for this one. Now, in trying to come up with an idea for what the song is about and what it's really trying to drive at, I was really looking more into what was going on with the song actually just exclusively. They're talking about burning down a city, and I'm thinking they're kind of referencing Los Angeles at this point to where there have been so many problems with it, from riots to racial tensions to economic tensions, that they just kind of want to burn it down and start from scratch. And from people that grew up in that city, it comes with a lot of power, and you can relate to it yourself as well, because maybe there's something going on in your life where you just want to start from scratch. You kind of want to burn it down and start from, you know, square one or ground zero, whatever you want to call it. Charlie Sheen's vocals, you know, I think it's in the chorus, they really kind of just are a little bit more mellow, a little bit more haunting, and really kind of just drive the path on that's like, you built this up and you're really proud of it, but there's so many problems that maybe it's just good to start over from scratch and go to ground zero. Deuce coming in hot with that, you know, the city is so pretty, do you want to burn it with me? That kind of stuff. It just really brings out the tension in this song. I do like the emotion behind it. I do like how the melody plays in a part with it, but it's not my top 5 just because I just really had trouble kind of connecting with this at first, and the other 5 really hit me a lot harder in terms of instrumentation, melody, and meaning. So let's go to the top 5. So coming in at number 5, my top 10 favorite Hollywood Undead songs of all time is my first pick off of their second album, American Tragedy, and it is Bullet. So why is Bullet coming at number 5? Taking a look at the meaning behind it, it has a very dark, depressed meaning, talking about suicide, drug abuse, alcohol abuse, depression. It's really a song that touches on a lot of very touchy subjects. But the kicker on this one is, if you listen to the melody, it sounds like it's so much more upbeat. And it's all talks about, you know, killing yourself with a bullet or drinking yourself to death too. And kind of that difference, you know, it sounds happy and upbeat, but then its content is very dark. It's a mixture, it's a clash, it's a paradox, and I was all for it. Charlie's vocals they have a fantastic job in here because they kind of change it up and kind of add to it, and I really do like what they've done here. Now, when it comes to why is this at number 5, I love the experimentation, and I love the attempt to make a lot of depressing stuff sound like it's happier. I love the chance of it. But why is it number 5 and not number 4, 3, 2, or 1? Well, I like harder stuff. That's just my take. And the 4 above this one, yeah, they're a lot harder. Let's listen to them. Well, not listen to them. Let's review them, shall we? So coming at number 4 of my top 10 Hollywood Undead songs of all time is the only song here that is off of their 4th album, Day of the Dead, and it is the titular song, Day of the Dead. Now, why did I pick Day of the Dead as my number 4 overall song? Taking a look at the meaning behind it, in interviews with Artist Direct, multiple guys were talking about how they wanted to make an anthem for Hollywood Undead fans, and I really think they hit it here because they mixed their rock and metal style a lot more, and they kind of dialed back that rap rock a little bit, and kind of went with more of a just straight rock song, straight metal song, but kept it their own style, and had a little bit more of a faster paced verse that wasn't necessarily fully rap, but it was there, and it mixed in perfectly. And taking a look at, you know, that anthem for Hollywood Undead fans, and it really fits, especially look at the music video, because it shows really a lot about, you know, kind of like evangelical TV shows, and people trying to, you know, preach the word of God, and how sometimes, you know, we've seen Pentecostal groups in the past get in a lot of trouble over, you know, monetary issues, ethical issues, and I think they kind of put that in there as well because there are a lot of people that are judging Hollywood Undead fans as degenerates or as, you know, godless people, when we're just regular people and we just love the band and it's our anthem and we freaking love it because it hits that hard. Now, I love this song because of how hard it hits and how hard it goes, but when it comes to the message behind it, this is just the prime anthem song. Or is it? Let's look at number 3 maybe. So coming in at number 3 is the first song the band really ever put out as a lead single to the Swan Songs album. It is Undead. Now take a look at why the song was made and where they were going with it. This was during a time when they were having a fight with MySpace Records over what they were doing with their music. So they kind of wanted to create a song that said, you know, we're going to fight this and we're going to win. This is the anthemic song. It's a little bit more anthemic than Day of the Dead for Hollywood Undead fans because it just takes the band and just puts it out there, and it hits hard. Everything about it, from the vocals to how every guy in the band is just kind of, their vocals sound a little bit differently, to the instrumentation, because it just drives you right away. It has that rise up mentality and take on all challengers, which in a sense I am a huge fan of. I've been listening to this song ever since I first started listening to Hollywood Undead, and I am all here for it. But why is it number 3 and why are there 2 songs above it? It's because the 2 songs I picked, I think, that are above it, just take that anthemic feel and just keep upping it. So let's find out which ones they are. So coming in at number 2 of my top 10 Hollywood Undead songs of all time is the first single off of the second album, American Tragedy, and it is Hear Me Now. Now, in an interview with J-Dog in which he confirmed this, the band wrote the song and each of them wrote their own parts to it, and they wanted to express the troubles that they were having in life at the time and the troubles they have gone through in life previously, in order to have a chance to take a look back at what their lives were at one point and how bad things kind of gotten, maybe in a sense, and how they have overcome that in time. And kind of take a look and be like, you know, I am back, I am right here. And that is fantastic because when you listen to the song, you listen to each member sing, you can really hear the emotion in their vocals. And you can hear it's coming from a deep, dark place. And you can use that yourself to kind of just push beyond and take a look-see and say, I'm so much better off than where I was, you know, maybe last year or 2 years ago, and look at how far I came, and I'm back, and can you hear me now because I am back? The pace of it and how hard it goes accurately fits the mode, and I absolutely love it. But why is this 2, and why is there one more that goes above? Because this one didn't penetrate me or pierce my soul as much as a different song did. So that's why this next one comes in at number 1. So the number 1 song of all time from Hollywood Undead, according to me, is We Are, the second single off of the Notes of the Underground album. Notes from the Underground, not Notes of the Underground, Kevin. Come on, get it together. So when I looked to see, why did the band make this song, what they were talking about was that they wanted to make a song that really expressed their ideology of the whole entire band, with their misled youth, with their collective resistance to come up against something. And the song really makes you feel that, with the we are made from broken parts. It really makes you feel like, yeah, you could potentially be, maybe not the perfect person that society dictates, but the fact that you're made from what might be considered broken parts is what makes you unique, and is what makes you and is what makes you great, because you can use that. You're the only person that's you, and you can rise up and just hit it hard. And I love the instrumentation on this one because it really kind of helps out with that, because it doesn't go super overbearing, but just kind of hits that anthemic feel. The Johnny Three Tears coming in with some of the verses, I absolutely love what he does here. But the biggest key from this song is Danny's vocals. Not only in the chorus, because I believe he does a good job, but where it really hits you hard is in the bridge, when it does the no one can take away what's ours. Okay, sorry for the horrible singing, but I felt like I had to do it. Basically because when I hear that anytime, I am just amped up to all hell, and I think I can do whatever the hell I feel like, and there is no one that's going to be able to stand in my way. So I listen to this song a lot. It really does help, and that's why it's number one, because this was the one song I really first listened to after the Notes from the Underground album dropped right in January of 2013. This is when I was in high school. I was starting to get over a lot of things that were going on in high school, because I was, halfway through my senior year, and I had been, finally getting places, in my own mind. And my grandma had just passed, so kind of feeling a little sense of loss right there. It just kind of brought me right back, and I could not believe it. I absolutely love this song. It is the best Hollywood Undead song to date, and I will be hard-pressed to see if the band can beat it, but I hope they do, and I hope they amaze me. But We Are, from the Notes from the Underground album, is the best Hollywood Undead song of all time. Alrighty, well, that's my list of the top 10 Hollywood Undead songs of all time according to yours truly. So thank you for watching this video, brought to you by my song of the day, Rock 2000 to today. If you think I did a good job with my top 10 list, hey, give me that like. But if you think I did a bad job, give me that dislike. But the thing is if you're going to give me the dislike or the like, I want to know why you think that, and I want to see your top 10 Hollywood Undead songs of all time in the comments below. So put them there. We gotta have a discussion. Also, if you're not subscribed to this channel, please do by hitting that subscribe button. Wait, not that big one. Get that out of here. I want you to hit the little one right in the corner, because that one actually works. And then hit the bell icon as well, because you're gonna be notified when we release videos every single Wednesday night, and sometimes some special ones on Mondays when we have lots of albums to review. Man, I'm really going off on that one. Also, if you are on social media, which I know you are, you're not following us on any of those platforms, oh my god, you have to. So follow us on Facebook, because we run a lot of stuff off there. You're going to get notified of everything off Facebook. Follow us on Twitter as well. Now, why follow us on Twitter? That's where we connect with you guys and talk to you guys about what's going on in music. And Instagram as well. Instagram, we also talk to you guys about what's going on in music, and we do a lot of other fun things like ask you guys questions through posts. We do IGTV videos in which you get a behind the scenes look at what we're doing, and you also get our Instagram live streams that come out every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. unless otherwise noted. That's a chance for you to connect with us for an hour. I'll be on there, and you can ask us anything, ask me anything, I'll answer anything, and we can just have great conversations. Links are in the description below to follow all those, so go down there and let's get on to the next thing, because the next thing is we have a podcast called the Chord Progression Podcast, brought to you by my song of the day, Rock 2000 to today. We just go off on this, let me tell you. We've interviewed small bands or actually, not small bands, some bigger bands, actually. We've interviewed bands like Ascending from Ashes and Kingdom Collapse. We've interviewed you guys as well. We've interviewed people that are following us, and we interview my friends as well sometimes. And the reason for that is because we get you a much more in-depth look at music and what's going on, such as new albums that are coming out. When it comes to these, smaller bands that haven't hit the big time yet, we really get in deep with those, and you guys can find out about these smaller bands. Not only that, but we also talk to you guys about what's going on with new albums as well, so you get a real in-depth conversation. It's literally me having a conversation with these people. It's like you're right in the room. So go listen to the Chord Progression Podcast. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, and right here on YouTube. Links for all those in the description below as well. So go subscribe to that. It would be awesome. And last but most importantly, if you have an Amazon Alexa and you're not subscribed to our Alexa skill, what in the actual hell are you doing? Mostly because you should be on that. That's where you get to hear the song of the day every single day. So all you have to do is click the link in the description below for our Amazon Alexa skill, enable the skill on your device, and then all you have to do to hear the song of the day is say, "Hey Alexa, play my song of the day." Then Alexa will say, "Playing your song of the day." And you'll get a 5-second intro from yours truly, and then the song will be played in its entirety. And once it stops, it stops. If you want to listen again, just say, "Hey Alexa, play my song of the day." Again. And she'll play it again. You can listen to it for a full 24-hour period. Once that 24-hour period is up, you'll be able to listen to a new song. You can listen as many times as you want within the 24 hours. This is a great way to start the day, get to the middle of the day, hear at the end of the day. You know, discover new bands you didn't know about, rediscover old bands you forgot about, and just listen to some new music. It's a great way to do it, and I hope you guys subscribe and enable that skill on your Alexa skill device, because it is the big project that we have, and that's the reason that we're here. And I want to thank you guys for watching this video and being a part of this community, the best rock community on the internet. I'm more than happy to have you guys. I love you guys, and that's it for me. So this is Kevin from the My Song Day Rock 2000 Today YouTube channel. And wait, I don't have a hat. Wait, now I got a hat. So I got to end this the same way. Hat flip. I'll see ya!